you all received an invitation to the U.S. Open back in November, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
So what competitions have y'all had since then?
Okay, so
And then we've got,
Brittany.
all right, you're talking.
Yes.
Just to
Okay.
introduce you.
Okay. Basically, so last tournament, we had like a struggle because Wally did not do the best, and it was at regionals. So regionals was a lot bigger than our other tournaments, and we ended up not getting the award that we wanted, which was either create or design. And we were very sad, but I feel like we tried to do some improvement with our teamwork and Wally, and I think we are going to do amazing next tournament.
Very cool. Thank you, Brittany. Now, do you mind telling me what happened with Wally?
Okay, so
And this is Riley.
yes, ma'am. So what happened was what Brittany was saying, like how we didn't win an award. We had a few things going on with him. At first, his wheel wasn't spinning properly, so we had to fix that problem. And then after that, the ball just kept getting stuck when he tried to score, so it was just very hard for us to make points.
We also we've actually had a lot of tournaments since then because we actually got invited at our first tournament. And so another big problem that we had at one tournament is that Wally really, we were focusing on a lot of stuff other than him being actually durable and able to like stand up and not be wobbling. We called him Wobbly Wally. And so we made a mistake and he was actually on and we didn't know he was on, and he drove off a table and fell into pieces all over the ground. And it was kind of hard for us because we didn't have our notebook with us, which is all of the documentation of everything we did with him. And it was hard to just like rebuild everything we did since he was a free build. So
I can try to show you the page that we did about that.
yeah.
Of when he
Actually, I was
looked
gonna
like-
say, I think didn't Morris publish about how
Yes.
y'all all-
we do
Yes.
have like a page on the thing.
I was gonna say,
There it
didn't
is.
It's right here. Like,
didn't another team help y'all, or didn't y'all work together really
we
fast?
worked together really fast
We
in less than
finished
10
in
minutes.
20
Done.
to 10 minutes.
Wow. Okay. So from your last competition or invitational to now, what has changed with Wally?
A lot.
Yeah,
Like a lot.
Wally, we fixed our drive program and we made him like a
Now, what program, Inara?
like a drive program.
Okay.
So where that helps make Wally's intake spin and his barf.
And his what?
His
barf.
barf. So he's the reverse of the digestive system. So we say he barfs up the ball. So he
Understood.
takes it in from the back and then he barfs it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue, Inara. I'm sorry.
So the drive program helps him spin his barf and his intake.
We call it the barf. That's what it's labeled on the program. It's really funny.
And so what was I?
You're talking about the drive program.
What the drive program does.
It's like it helps him move and drive on the field, and it helps us like be able to control him.
Yeah.
So
With our program, we've switched from, it was a 6-motor drivetrain, which is the limit for the motors you can have. So the drivetrain is like the drive program, and we had 6 motors on Wally, and we couldn't have any more than that. So he's really heavy, so he went really slow, and so we changed it to a 4-motor drivetrain recently because we didn't need that many anymore.
I'm gonna pull Wally up so you can kind of explain these different kind of things that you're talking about here.
So right now he has a motor for each wheel, and
So there's one here,
and
Yes,
one
and
here,
they're
one
labeled
here.
and they
Okay.
connect to the brain.
Right, and so he was 6 motors, which there were some connected to his little rollers up here, and he's about to be a 5-motor drivetrain because we need. Oh, there's also 1, 2.
There's one right here
Oh yeah,
connecting
it's
to the
actually.
barf.
Right now is it a 5-motor?
yes,
Yes, right now.
Actually, that's what I meant. I meant right now he's a 5-motor drivetrain, and he's gonna go back to 6 because we need a motor spinning this.
How many, if y'all know this off the top of your head, or if you can pull it out of your notebook, how many trials have you done with your various Wally additions over time?
We've had a lot of trials.
Let me move this so that we can see you, Claire. Hang on. Move Wally gently on the ground here. All right, Claire. Start again.
He started out as a passing bot, and then we evolved him into his dinosaur self. And then, so, what was him again?
We're making a timeline, so we kind of made different names. It was like passing Wally, like baby Wally, and then it was T-Rex Wally, Wally the dinosaur, and now we're still trying to figure out what this era is. And so, speaking of trials, in our notebook we do the Disney Matrix, which is what this is.
I remember that.
We all did parts of this, and we came through, and like we're like, oh well, this is how this would work out, and this is how it would work on the field, and this is how it's going to improve it. And then we come up to the total, and we're like, okay, this is going to be the one because it's the one it works best on the field or for Wally.
Gotcha. How have y'all been fundraising for this?
So we actually have patches
Y'all have patches.
on our jumpsuits. So
Y'all have Ledwell, Domtar.
we took a trip to Ledwell.
Claire can also talk about the trip to Leadville. That was really fun.
So, like Ledwell showed us their whole facility and all their machines and stuff. It was really fun.
I want to show you something.
Texas High also raised.
What'd you say?
Texas High always.
Because we worked concessions at another tournament, and we used that money to help us out.
And I also think Reliance helped us.
Yes, Reliance.
helped
They didn't have
it.
patch though.
Yeah.
Basically, we did this thing at Texas Middle, and we did concessions. We did concessions to raise money and get enough for that. I'm sorry, I did the wrong calculations.
You're okay.
We had five. We had no. Wait.
We had like
We had four. We had 4,000 something, and we only needed 200 more. This right there, yeah. So we were 200 away.
You're only 200 away
Yes.
right now?
No, not right now. We officially met our goal.
You met your goal.
We met our goal in getting 5,000, which I personally am very proud of because we were following our goal into getting 5,000. So that made me pretty proud because we were able to, when we went to the concessions, got a total of, I'm going to grab this page.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that y'all want to share that I haven't asked you that you feel is important for people to know
I think-
about your team, Wally, or anything else?
Okay, so I think it's personally really important is how we have started going to kinder through 5th grade, trying to encourage 4th grade to encourage them to join robotics because I feel like not only a few people can enjoy this and have this experience. So I feel like when we encourage more people, it will just be amazing for people to enjoy this fun and be in this area of having to problem solve, work together, and have that experience.
So I also think how what is most important to us as a team is how we work together a lot and how we communicate, and also how we built Wally from our personality.
Yeah, I am proud about our design awards because we've gotten 4 so far.
Y'all have gotten 4.
4 out of
I only knew about the 1, but y'all have gotten 4 out of 5?
4 out of 5.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I also agree with Riley because so like we have like a lot of teamwork, and also we've in Brittany too because we've started like a trend where like all of our friends are wanting to join robotics, and we're like glad that so many people want to join now, and it's really happy.
Now, I gotta ask, y'all are an all-girls team. Are y'all seeing more girls your age or younger or older wanting to join robotics?
Yes.
I've heard Miss Ayers talking like a lot of people like in my grade are like
I have like
wanting to
4
join
friends that work.
Francis,
yeah.
bunch of 4th graders.
But like
still.
I have, so I'm gonna be here next year for
Mhm.
robotics, and I'm in obviously, but I already know that we're gonna have enough girls for a whole new girls only team. Like that's how many people.
So, Girl Greatness 2.0?
Yes.
Yeah. And then we told her that she has to start a new Girl Greatness because
We're gonna miss the team. You better be doing Wally.
I also think one of our really important moments is at our last tournament or regionals, we did not get an award, and I feel like it was very sad for us because, I mean, of course you think we would be really proud, and we are really proud that we got in 4 design awards, but it was kind of heartbreaking because we worked super hard in Wally, and we were like, he's gonna win. We were kind of expecting it, and I feel like it just broke all of our hearts. And like I feel like we did really good at regionals. I know we did, but it wasn't like an emotional breakdown because Wally just came so far, and to see that we didn't get the design award was really sad.
So the last thing I want to ask y'all before we end the interview. Sorry, Tilly, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, but it's okay.
Come on, Tilly.
Well, I was just kind of piggyback on Brittany and Debbie that yes, it was kind of sad and we were kind of happy that other people got an award, but it was also kind of like a learning experience that not every time you go to a tournament you're expected to get an award. That's just not how life is. For the past 4 tournaments, somebody's probably felt the same way we have with not getting the design award that we have. So we should have honestly, yes, it was sad, and it's not like because we didn't get the award, it just kind of like hit us because that's what we do. And it's just, it was kind of a good learning experience for everybody because not all the time you're just going to get an award. It's like not expected.
And regionals was really fun, and so like having like a fun tournament is rewarding. So.
All right. So how does Wally work?
Okay, so first we started off with programs, and we programmed him to drive, which makes him go forward and backwards and side to side.
This is the drive program.
And we also have an intake right here where the ball can like go up like above the ground because gravity pulls it down, but we pull it up so there's an equal force on gravity. Gravity pulls it down. Pulls it down. Okay, sorry. And so then after we get it up to right here, we built this little clear plastic thing because when it usually got stuck right there. But now since this pushes it, it goes over and it catches on this, which makes it go out. And that's how he scores that. Yeah, let me just put it like that.
All right.
So basically, the motors are like, there's motors attached to like each like thing that needs to move. So like of course the wheels, these rollers. There's one motor connected to these rollers because we are using gears right here, and there's also the one that we just added right here, and so they're all connected to the brain right here, and they got labels on them, and then there's also this sensor, or I'm not sensor, what was it called?
It was bumper sensor.
Yeah, the bumper sensor that we added this morning. And whenever it presses the goal, these will automatically turn on and it'll score.
All right. Anything else you want to explain?
I think Anara can talk about more about the program.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Anara.
So the motors, so you know how the intake is connected to these motors. So the motors, the drive program makes these motors work, and they're connected to the ports in the brain, and the inertial sensor kind of just like turns them on, and the brain is there has an inertial sensor in the brain, and I guess it detects if it needs to go forward, sideways, backwards, and stuff like that, and it helps it in the Wally score.
And it needs to determine if it needs to go forward and stuff, because there's also the autonomous program, which we're still working on so that we can get the Wally all built before we finish the autonomous. So basically the autonomous is just like the root word like auto, and so he goes by himself and tries to score.
Now, is he able to move right now, or is he still in the process of updating?
He can move.
But just no goals.
Yes.
No goals. So basically, if he goes up, he should he'll press the bumper, and then these, Oh yes. And then those automatically turn on. Yeah, and this is connected.
And then that, and then
We
it
would
will,
connect the bar at the front soon. but
and
not-
then this will push it here, and then the barf will take it and clear our switch. And that's for it.
Do y'all have a estimate about how fast he can go?
the velocity is actually to 100. I think
100 what?
100 velocity 100.
Okay.
100%.
Oh, okay, so he can go 100% of the velocity that you give him.
You can go higher, but we don't want him to go higher.
We don't think we can control him
I don't know if I want to see him go that fast.
because we might have some little spaces that might fall off if he goes fast, which we might need to fix
Yeah, and
that.
then he might glitch if he goes
Yeah.
like super fast. And he like will wobble around, and so when he comes really fast, it makes him less like structural, and so he could, and so it could potentially that he like falls over or something while losing balance.
It also has to do with like how heavy your robot is, like how fast he goes. So
Last thing I'm going to ask, does this one have teeth?
No,
but
yet.
it will.
We will have eyes and teeth.
Okay. Well, that's all I've got, but thank you for your time.